Hello Aries, welcome to your Astroflower reading for the week going from the 12th through to the 18th of June. Joyous June, as I'm calling it. I've done it in the collective reading, and it was all to be about being joyous. But the funny thing is, and it seems to be playing out with every single sign, the funny thing is that we've got to learn how to be joyous. It seems to be an understanding that happened last week. And this week, and I've done most people's readings already, so going from the 12th to the 18th, so we're in the midsection of June. We're still in Gemini season, so it's good for you as a counterbalance sort of energies. But it's like now we've sort of learned how to be joyous. It's now, what do we do with it? Repositioning ourselves. So it's been very interesting, real off the wall readings for you, for everybody this week. I've got my mum sitting by me at the moment, haven't you? Say hello, mum.
Hello.
That's my mum. She's an Aries, so I've made her come out and see this reading. She's got complete control over her emotions, as per usual, with her lovely little dog. Who's that? Is that Joe? It's Joe with her at the moment, yeah. So my mum's here, who's an Aries. And funny enough, my mum and my brother were born on the same day, and I love my brother as much as I love my mum. And they're born on the same day. So they're both Aries. And then my dad's a Virgo and my sister's a Virgo. I'm a Capricorn, caught in between the two of them. It's absolute madness. But anyway, this is going to be so let's just see what's going on for you, and obviously for you as well, mum. Okay, the overall reading here, the Empress, absolutely great card to start off with. This is the overall energy for you. So the Empress is like the Emperor. It's like you've conquered something, and the Empress is like conquering the emotions of the situation. She's sitting on a log that's in the form of a heart, and behind her there you can see like she's got like waterfalls and water that sort of comes down and stuff like that, and she's conquered her own emotions, so she doesn't necessarily have to get emotionally distraught, as it were. She's got control over the situation, as much as the chaotic world around us can be at the moment, with loads of things coming in. At the moment, Aries, you have this capacity, or at least the overall energy has this capacity to sort of like streamlining everything so it actually becomes a comprehensible message emotionally, because that is why you have your strength in the Empress. It's like I can hear birdsong, I can also hear cars at the moment. Yeah, sometimes a plane goes across. Earlier on, we had boats sort of playing, and between the whole sort of thing, it was all about sort of like a call to moving on to a mission, if you know what I mean. And that's what the Empress can do. It can emotionally keep you stable and on your path and where you should be going. And that's what the overall energy is saying to you here at the moment. Okay, so let's just see what's going on your relationship side. On the karmic path here, I told you, off the wall readings at the moment. 9 of Swords. What the blazing? 9 of Swords. It's like a repetitive nightmare. It's waking up to the same thing. It's stress and strain, sleepless nights. This is your karmic path here in regards to your relationships. Is your karma trying to cause you repeated nightmares and stress and strains? No, I don't think so. What they're trying to say to you here, because you've got the Empress card there as well, what they're trying to say to you is they're saying, wake up to the realization that you have complete control over your emotions. You don't have to take on this stress. You don't have to have this repeated situation within your life. And you need to learn that this week in regards to your relationships. Okay? So, I think more than anything else, be easy on yourself. And you get the King of Swords. It's very, very regal here. Very, very sort of like solid, or sort of not solid, I'd say in your face in a way. The King of Swords knows where he's going, why he's going. The King of Swords comes out of judgment, like the sword of judgment. And the king is normally, he's sat on high, he's sat above the clouds, because he's made his way above the clouds. And going through the clouds is a learning process. And as you go above the clouds, you know how things work. And you can see everything that is around you. And that's what the universe is trying to sort of convey to you in that understanding of that 9 of Swords, that repeating message, that sort of stress and strains that we all have within our relationships. without exception. And this is a week for you to really sort of like own it, I think. How's your guides influencing you? Oh my giddy up, look at this. The Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, it's not as... In fact, the Ten of Swords is a brilliant card. It's very painful card, but at the same time, it means something is dead and done and dusted with. And this is to do with your path. And this is how your guides are influencing you in your path. So in regards to any relationships that you might have had difficulty in the past, that difficulty is coming to an end. And this could be with a family member, this could be with a friend, this could be with a partner, this could be with anybody. But because it's in this position there, this is where your guides from your past are trying to influence you. So it's something that's happened in the past that would have been painful that is now come to an end. It's finished, it's dead and done and over with. So it's actually a really good thing. And I think this is where the King of Swords is bringing in that knowledge and understanding and learning from what happened in the past so it doesn't happen again. And that's why you don't keep repeating it again with that Nine of Swords. Seems pretty logical to me. You know what I mean? Does it seem logical to you, Mum?
Yeah.
There you go. See? The word of approval. In the future self, you get the King of Wands. This is really, really powerful, Aries. You know what I'm saying to you, for those of you who've been following for some time, the King of Wands basically is a real leader. It is your card. It is taking the authoritative position, basically. That's what's coming in your future, how your guides are influencing your future. And I've been saying to you in the past that there is moments, and Aries does this quite a lot. They take on the position as a pillar to sustain or to hold up everything. You know, they do this within the family, they do this within friends, they do this within their couple, with every aspect of it all. And it's almost as if like you're regally taking that position through the knowledge and understanding of how you can use your emotions to actually get past situations that might have been difficult and painful in the past. That's what's happening this week. It's a learning curve. Life is a learning curve. And it should be fun. It really should, honestly. I know it's difficult sometimes. Who doesn't have it difficult? Everyone has it difficult at times. If it was all easy, I guarantee it'd be really boring. You know, and because it's difficult, you actually kind of go, yes, I learned a lot. And I'm not going back and doing that because that was a really painful episode. So, you know, that within the relationship side, it's really coming out beautifully for you. Let's see what's going on your financial sort of side. Four of Pentacles. That's on your karmic mission, as it were. Now, I always say, Aries, they're either, I say it in my book, you can find a link to in the description to the Astroflower Aries, and I sort of say Aries are either looking after kids or being a teacher and stuff like that, or being to do with numbers, figures, accountants, getting to that final line and finding out the profit and loss at the end, having things worked out and finding the finality of it all. My mum, what did you used to do? What was your first job?
Teacher.
And what was your second job?
Running a business.
Yeah, doing the accounts and everything like that. Yeah, totally. You know, my brother is an Aries. He's an architect. He's doing all about that mathematical calculations. He's married to an Aries. And what's she do?
She's a teacher.
She's a teacher. It's mad, isn't it? It's mad, that world. What's going on? So here, on the financial sort of side, on your job, your business and stuff like that, you could be holding on a little bit too tightly. And it's like anything. It's like when you're skiing, or if you're sailing, or if you're riding a bike or something. Sometimes you need to let it slide, you need to let it slip a little bit. And maybe that's what the learning is in this process this week. Could be a case of not holding on too tightly. That's one aspect of it all. For some of you, and I think this is where you really come into your own, it's probably spending your money wisely. Because you will tend to do that, Aries. I used to go swimming with my brother down the swimming pool, right? And my mum used to give us bus money to get down to the bus, get the bus down to the swimming pool. And my brother would always say, Let's walk down the swimming pool, save the bus money, so we can spend it on a wagon wheel, which is like a chocolate thing. You know what I mean? And the thing is, he wouldn't even buy the wagon wheel. I would. He wouldn't. He'd keep that money because he'd be able to spend it on something else later on. Cheeky monkey. Love him dearly, but very wise with his money, you know. And that could well be a lesson that you're learning this week. You know what I mean? Let's see how the universe is influencing you. 5 of Pentacles. So we've got the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles. Look over here, we've got the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Swords. There is definite progression going on here on all angles. 5 of Pentacles. Different kettle of fish, the 5 of Pentacles. It is on the financial side, so normally it means money loss. But I don't think the universe is actually... I don't think the universe is trying to create you, you know, trying to make you lose your money. What I think the universe is doing here, because you've got that, you know, that sort of stained glass windows, it's sort of like blessings in disguise in a way. First things first, don't focus on your weaknesses, and sometimes holding on too tightly can be one of your weaknesses. If you need to invest, I think you probably should do, because otherwise you're going to miss an opportunity to make money, which could cause you a bit of sort of problems. And it is coming from the universe, so it's sort of saying to you here, if you hold on too tightly, you're going to miss opportunities. So I would be very conscious about that. Obviously spend your money wisely and what have you, but just don't hold on too tightly if I was you. Okay, let's go on to how the universe is, how the guides are trying to influence your sort of little karmic message here. You got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords, pages are always opening the paths for the knights to come through to secure the path in order for the royalty, the queen and king, to come through. So this is what the job of the pages are about. And this is to do with your past as well. And the Page of Swords is about ideas that come in and converting them into reality around you. And this is what needs to be done. So this is where you could be holding on too tightly and not allowing your ideas to grow. And this is where your guides are trying to sort of say to you, if you don't allow your ideas to grow, you may miss out on some opportunities here. You may be losing money. You know, we've got the sun at the bottom of the deck there, and I think this is what you could be blocking if you're holding on too tightly at the moment. Okay, so I would be conscious of that when you spend your money or invest your money, time, effort, energy into the world wisely. Okay, with your future self, you get the Tower. I told you, everybody's had off-the-wall readings this week. It's like absolutely mad. Tower is obviously can be a really difficult moment, a bit of a shocker moment. This could tie into the 5 of Pentacles. This could be a case of they're sort of saying times might be, you know, for some of you financially, it might be difficult for you at the moment, might be difficult within your job or your business and stuff like that. I would hold on to your money if that is the case for you, because there may be a bit of a situation that's coming down the line to you that you need to deal with that could just bring that Tower down. And that Tower is our dreams and our aspirations, almost like our ego in a way that we've created as we progress through our successes in life and stuff like that. But it's also can be a really good thing, because when the Tower falls, all of a sudden you've got a lot of space to open and do a lot of other things. It also gets rid of the belief, you know, ancient beliefs that no longer stand up within the modern world that we're living. But I think it's a case here, looking at the other two, the 4 of Pentacles and the 5 of Pentacles, with the Page of Swords here, those bright new ideas that are coming through to you could make a Tower moment where you could turn around and sort of saying, I know it, I realise it, I've got to leave my job and I've got to go and do this. That could well be the case for some of you. You know, it's a bit extreme maybe, but it could be a lot smaller than that. But it could be a realisation that's sort of kind of going, oh God, I've got to leave this job. Or, oh blimey, I've got to do this. And that could be a bit of a Tower moment within your life. So I wouldn't be frightened of it at all, because I don't get any majorly negative feel of it. It's not like it's catastrophic. It's almost as if like you are instigating it with these ideas. That's the sort of thing I'm getting more than anything else. And I think in general, it's going to be interesting to see what the overall outcome is Let's see what's going on in the final card. But it doesn't feel negative to me. And certainly on this side here, with the relationships and the understandings that you're doing, is going to be really good. Look at that, Ace of Cups. I really don't think that, you know, this is systematic of Pluto coming out of Capricorn, because it's the decapitation of traditional ways of being, basically. That's why that crown's coming off that tower thing, yeah? And all of a sudden, I think the future here, it's going to free you up. It's going to make you feel kind of going, I can't believe I was doing that for so long. I can't believe I was doing that job. It was holding me back. Now I can spend the money that I put aside to invest in me wisely and enjoy life and invest in me as a business, or the dreams or the ideas that are coming through to you in the future. So we'll just do a bit of clarification on those cards and stuff like that, whilst my mum just soaks up the sunshine, which is lovely. We've had some beautiful weather here. I hope you've had some really good weather where you are. But we've had some really good weather. It's turning a bit windy now. That's why I'm in my mother's beautiful gardens. They're absolutely amazing, her gardens. Really is beautiful. You know, I bet you wish you could be here, but you can't, because I'm here. So, you know, but it's absolutely beautiful. We're having an amazing bit of June. It's very joyous. So, let's get on with a bit of clarification with the Light Seers cards here. Let's just see what's going on with that Empress card. See what comes out of that. Queen of Cups. Did we have the King of Cups? No, we didn't. We had the King of Wands and the King of Swords. Queen of Cups ties in, I think, beautifully with the Ace of Cups here. It's just allowing your emotions to spread out, so you can, it's almost like an infectious, joyous, loving sensation that is in the world around you. And I think that's what's breathing through you, and which is going to build into that sort of tower moment sort of situation, you know. But it's that understanding of the Empress, that having the control over your emotions, to allowing the emotions to really free flow. With the Nine of Swords, you get the Four of Wands. This is this is going from one dimension or one reality to another, and it's a celebratory moment. It's a realization within you. You know, I've got the same cough as Mum. As you've seen on some of my videos, I cough, and it's a family thing. You know, we got a family cough. That's just, you know, it's just the way it goes. You know, but it's that whole sort of thing of that Ten of Swords. It's coming to an end. Your karmic mission is to step into a new reality, and it should be a celebration. It really should be a celebration. Look at this. With the King of Swords, you get the Ace of Cups. We've already got the Ace of Cups at the top. It's coming through you at the moment, and this is coming through knowledge and understanding. You know, this is where love can come through knowledge and understanding. When we understand a situation, it frees us up in order to love another person with ease, with much greater ease. And it seems like there's clarity and there's understanding coming through a past situation within regards to your relationships that are around you, that is really allowing your heart to open up. And look what we got here. King of Cups. So now, King of Cups on top of the Ten of Swords. Brilliant. You couldn't ask for better than that. The end of a painful situation, which opens up with the King of Cups, which is complete and utter control of your emotions. It's exactly what I was saying with the Empress card here as well. And having plain sailing, you know, calm sailing as you go forward. Because the King has actually done a lot of work under the surface with that starfish and that sort of fish as well. Very sort of abundant and rich work you're doing, which is putting the end to a painful cycle in your life, in your relationships that are around you. And that's going to take you on to that King of Wands, being the leader of your life and your situation. You have the Eight of Swords. So now we've got the 8, 9, 10 of Swords all along that side there. And it says, for me, it's Eight of Swords is normally sort of like being stuck in an emotional situation. But this is where it's come to an end, because you're being that leader. You're stepping out of that. You're no longer stuck within that past situation. It's come to an end. It's really good for you. I think this is a really good moment for you. And it's a moment this week where you'll realise that. Because all of a sudden you're going to open up avenues of communications, avenues of socializing with relationships that might have been very toxic in the past, that were very difficult in the past, and now it's coming to an end. And it's all of a sudden, it's going to be really beautiful going forward. Let's just see what's going on in your relationship side. With the Four of Pentacles, we get the Chariot coming in very quickly. A victory is possible within there. It's also sort of pushing on that Tower moment as well. It's coming in very quickly. It's very vibrant energy there. And you've got to understand that it does come in quickly, and you need to make decisions, I think, very quickly. And I think they should be based upon the ideas that are flowing through you. Okay, let's just see what's going on with that Five of Pentacles. I dropped the Three of Wands. I'm not taking it because I wasn't completely into the flow, as it were. Let's see what's going on with the Five of Pentacles. Three of Wands is preparing to go on a journey. Don't really get that from that Five of Pentacles, really. You know, I'm just getting the other thing as well, is it's sort of like, don't put forward your weaknesses, basically. The Fool. I think there is a definite leap of faith to be had here. And I think the universe is encouraging you to do it. And I think it's because there's something inside you that needs to be done in life. Whatever it is, I don't think it's necessarily the moment now. I think it's more of a eureka moment, which turns into a bit of a Tower moment, comes in very quickly because you realise that, oh, you know what, I shouldn't be doing this job, or I shouldn't be doing this business, I should be doing another business. But whatever it is, I think it's going to bring into your life enjoyment and a heart-filled life to be lived. With the Page of Swords, you get the Six of Cups. Yeah, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater and stuff like that. Learn or understand that the journey is really enjoyable, that we all evolve, and the evolving process creates those ideas as you go forward. And I think as you go forward, all of a sudden you're going to be in a really beautiful place in the future. And I think this may well be something that's been banging around your head for a long time. These ideas have been banging around your head for some time. This is what I'm getting off here. That needs to be done. It's sort of like, you know, it's like you could have thought, you know, I need to swim across the Atlantic. And you've been saying that since a kid, and all of a sudden you wake up one morning, you kind of go, oh, I know what I've got to do. I've got to swim across the Atlantic. Obviously, I wouldn't do it if I was you. Well, you can have a go. You know what I mean? Never say never, but I'm not going to do it. Maybe you can, but I'm not. But it's that sort of thing. It's a sort of like a realization that comes from a long time ago, basically. Could even come from when you were a kid. You know, you might have thought when you were a kid, I would love to be, you know, sculpting wood into, you know, walking canes, you know, that sort of thing. And now you're kind of going, well, look, I've just got sacked from a job, and in that case, great. I'm going to do that. With the Tower, you get the Ten of Swords. 10 of Wands. This is where the breaking down of the Tower is where you've been carrying too much. This is what I mean about sort of like you might have been in a job, or you might have been doing something where you kind of think, why am I doing this? I'm just weighting my shoulders down for no real benefit. And it's that realization that comes within you. And it's also the end of a journey as well. The tens are always the end of a cycle. And the Ten of Wands is basically accumulating a lot of, not necessarily just possessions, but also understanding and stuff like that as you've gone down your path. And that's what creates that Tower moment. It's been sparking those ideas of what am I going to do with all this stuff I've accumulated. And now I think there is the realization that's coming out this week that's going to make you kind of go, do you know what? Maybe I should do that. And it could be tiny, it could be a small thing, and it could be absolutely massive as well. But whatever it is, I think it's worth acting upon. Ah, look, with the Ace of Cups, what do you get? Lovers. Yes, this could well be tied into a relationship around you where you fall in love with someone. That could well be for some of you. It's not what I'm getting off it in general, because with the Ace of Cups here, I think it's actually falling in love with yourself. In a really good way, kind of going, do you know what? I always wanted to do that as an activity, or to be like that as a person, or to, you know, to have those sort of relationships and stuff like that. And now I can. And it makes you feel absolutely brilliant about yourself. And that is really important. When you feel brilliant about yourself, you know, you can really share that love, what that Queen of Cups is all about. You can spread that love around. So, you know, if you make sure you are happy, there's a good chance everybody around you will be happy. So rather than having to concentrate on everyone around you, you only have to concentrate on you. It's a lot easier than you think to do. And then once you do it, everyone will be in a good place. Seems like sort of like no-brainer to me. But then that's me, innit? You know, I'm a little bit like that, and I'm
Definitely.
Anyway, there you go, Aries. Thank you very much for being here. Don't forget, you got your solstice readings coming out next week. There'll be a 3 monthly reading as well. You've got the monthly reading out that came out for the collective and for you as an individual as well. I will see you soon. Thank you very much for supporting this channel in every possible way. I hope you got the best out of this. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.